My Ford shares just got assigned, so now I have $1,200. The question is, do I buy Ford again or go with a higher premium stock? So here's what happened. I had a $12 covered call for Ford. I owned 100 shares, and my covered call was for the same week for Friday, and it was for $12. Now, Ford went up a little bit during the week, so it actually passed $12. So when this expired, my shares got assigned, so I had to sell my shares at $12. So right here in my history, you'll see call assignment $1,199.95, basically $1,200. Now, this is a good thing, not a bad thing. It's part of the system that I teach in this channel. Either you keep the premiums and you keep repeating every week, or you get assigned and then you redeploy. So now I have $1,200. And my average cost was only $11.53 for Ford. So I made profit in the increase of the stock sale, and I also got to keep the premium. So right now, all that I do, if you're following my system and your call gets assigned, on Monday, I'm just going to buy it back again. So I got $1,200, plus the premium, a little bit of profit from the stock going up. So now I'm going to go to buy. And you could do this. This is the exact way to do it in Robinhood. You find the stock, you do buy, make sure you're in shares, not in dollar amount. And now 100. So it's going to cost me $12.12. So I'm going to be spending a little bit more, but I made more than $12 with the premiums and the stock increase when it sells. So it's about even. That's perfect. That's what you want for the system. So we're going to review. 100 shares. Always double check this, triple check it before you swipe up. Make sure you're doing what you want. You didn't add an extra zero or anything. So it's going to cost me $12.12, $100 shares. Buy. So now I could run a covered call for Ford. Now we're going to run the whole system. I do this every Monday, and with the premiums and the increase that I make, I put it back in the system, and then that's how you scale it up. So now I have 4 positions that I'm going to run right now. So I'm going to make money right here in my office. Same thing I do every week. And then for the rest of the week, I don't have to even look at the stock market at all. I could focus on my other businesses like my 4 YouTube channels and my Amazon store. All right, so the first one we're going to do is energy transfer. Notice it says I have 100 shares. So now energy transfer is at 19.17. It's been going a little crazy this month, but I don't think it's going to go over $20. So when you're doing a cover call, first thing you need, 100 shares. Check. We got our 100 shares. So now we go to trade. Now at the top, there's going to be trade options. If you don't see this in your Robinhood app, you may have to upgrade your account, sign up for Robinhood Gold or something like that. But if you do see it, you're going to press trade options. Now this is the important part. So I have four of these covered calls that I'm going to be running this week. So to keep it simple, keep it easy, they're all going to be expiring on the 17th, which is Friday of this week. So I buy on Monday and they expire Friday, and that's it. So my average cost is $19.69. Trade options right here, call. So I'm going to do this one for $19.50. Hopefully it doesn't go over $19.50 by the end of the week. If it does, I will get assigned and I will still be making money. So now $19.50. We're going to buy 1. And right there, we are going to make $6. Doesn't sound like a lot, but when you scale this up, if you had 10 of these, it would be that times 10. So right now, $6. Review. Make sure we're doing the right thing. You want to be selling a call, not buying a call, not doing anything with puts. Selling a call. We have 100 shares, and now we're going to buy it. 1. So now my profit is $6. So review. 100 shares. So you see collateral, 100 shares. So that's why it allows me to do this. And I'm going to be making $6 selling a call for Friday. And we do it. So right there, $6. Let's put it in the calculator. $6. Now, the next one that I'm going to do is the Ford. We just bought that. We have 100 shares. We could buy it covered calls with Ford. So now it's at $12.11. Trade options for the 17th. $12.50. We're going to buy 1. Now we got $3. Stay tuned. It's going to get a little more exciting. So we're selling a call. Estimated credit, $3. Press 3. So we're up to 9 now. And the next one is going to be SoFi. This is my highest premium one. So right now it's at 16.59. So we're going to go to trade options, April 17th. There we go. 17. So 16.58. I'm going to be a little more risky this week. Last time I bought it in the middle here, but I'm going to go for 17. And now I have 200 shares. So I scaled this up. I started with 100 and now I have 200 shares. So now I can do 2. So now this is going to be 50 bucks right here. Selling a call, expires on Friday. Price is $16.59. I'm buying it for $17. Now reveal. So $52, just like that. Plus 52. So right there, sitting here in my office on Monday, I just made $61. Now 61 times 4, that's $250 a month from a pretty small portfolio. So instead of buying random stocks, I would recommend buying 100 share blocks so you could run these covered calls. So now after you buy them, you'll see them here. There's 3 here. What do? You do nothing. You don't have to trade. You don't have to watch the charts. You don't have to be a day trader. You're just going to wait. There's 2 things that's going to happen. Number 1 is what we really want, and that is that none of them hit the strike prices. They all stay under the strike prices, and then we keep that $60. Do the same thing on Monday. Invest those premiums for our next 100 share position. Worst case scenario, they get assigned, and the same thing happens that I did today. I buy them back or I buy another 100 share position with the money, and you keep repeating, rinse and repeat. So subscribe to this channel if you want to follow my journey from a $10,000 portfolio to however much we're going to grow it to.